You're listening to Secure Freedom Radio with Frank Gaffney from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C.
We're back, joined by one of America's preeminent experts when it comes to matters of the Middle East. He hails from his native land of Lebanon. He is Walid Phares, a professor at the National Defense University and go-to guy for many of the nation's media who are at least occasionally interested in getting the facts straight on what is happening in a dynamic and, I'm afraid, increasingly dangerous part of the world. Walid, it's always good to have you with us at Secure Freedom Radio. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Great to be on your show, as usual.
Tell us what your current thinking is on the advisability of the administration's decision to deal with the Muslim Brotherhood, to engage them, to treat them as partners, and to, in effect at least, welcome their emergence as the opposition, the new face of these various countries that are experiencing the so-called Arab Spring.
Frank, we had that discussion. I had that discussion with the democracy agencies, quote unquote, on behalf of the administration and with the European Parliament, with members of Congress and with various, non-government organizations, even 1 year before the rise of the Arab Spring. And as I was, publishing my book,
yes.
The Coming Revolution, Struggle for Freedom in the Middle East. And the notion that I have raised was that we need to make a distinction between the like-minded forces, social forces in the Middle East. On the one hand, those deserve our support. It's like the Lech Walesa, the Solidarity, the Vaclav Havel of the region, the Kurds, the Copts, the liberal Muslims, those who are fighting, have been fighting against genocide in Sudan and elsewhere. Those without any hesitation, no shame about it. We needed to have coalesced with them. Instead, what we've done was to ignore them. That was even bigger than partnering with the Muslim Brotherhood. We just ignored them. Two, instead of partnering with the Muslim Brotherhood, you want to talk to them? Be my guest. You could dialogue as much as you want, and when you dialogue, you tell them that the age of the caliphate, the age of a Islamist jihadi emirate is gone. We've got to tell them this. We have not been able even to open up. And at the same time, we do partner with our allies. So every single announcement, and every single segment, we've done just the opposite. So it would be very dangerous to partner with the Muslim Brotherhood because we would be delivering the region to the hands of a new authoritarian regime.
Yeah. We're speaking with Walid Phares of the National Defense University. You see him regularly on Fox News commenting on what is happening in the Middle East and beyond. You also, I hope, are familiar with the book he just mentioned, The Coming Revolution, Struggle for Freedom in the Middle East, one of the most topical and timely books I've ever encountered. Walid, I thank you very much for this quick, insightful tour of a very important and increasingly turbulent part of the world. We look forward to visiting with you again in the very near future.